All right, Happy New Year, you fucking assholes.
Woo!
Oh man, what an exciting day. It's our first podcast of the new year. 2012 is here, and we just got a room full of people here. I got Mermaider here as usual.
Hey.
And then we got Chester back. Chester?
Chester.
Oh, he didn't make it?
He didn't make it.
Oh, never mind. But that's all right. That's all right, because we got Christine here.
Hey, Christine.
Oh?
No?
No? Nobody?
Nope.
Um,
Nobody.
guess I'm just here with you again.
Damn it.
Fuck. All right, well.
Pickles was here.
Yeah, he's around
Pickle the
somewhere.
drummer.
That just ruined everything.
Damn.
I don't even want to do this anymore.
Nah, let's just stop.
Well, I guess we'll just fuck. Let's just talk about some shit. We got a couple things we want to talk about. I'm gonna announce our first band of the month for the new year in a little bit. But first and foremost, every year is a good year for metal.
Yep.
And we want to talk about some of the new albums that are coming out this year that we know of already. Give you guys a little insight of some of the bigger bands who have albums coming out, the ones we're really excited for.
I'll tell you what, that quote, I live by that quote now. Ever since you got me into metal, it's so true. Every year.
Yep. Every year there's something. Whether it's a big band, a little band, but every year you remember Dream Theater and Opeth used to be on alternating years. So, Dream Theater was 05, Opeth was 06, and it just kind of went back and forth. So you always knew you were getting one.
Right.
It's not the case anymore, but got a couple albums we want to talk about that are coming out, a couple that we want to get a little more in depth, a couple we just want to mention. So kind of way down the horizon, let me just throw out a couple names, stuff to look forward to. New Gojira album in March.
Okay.
I know you're a fan of Gojira.
Yep.
You've been saying you wanted a new album from them.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
about time. Now, Mermaid, I want you to take a second and talk about Rhapsody has a new album coming out. We were talking about this before.
Okay, now, Rhapsody, meaning he used to be Rhapsody of Fire, who was originally Rhapsody before that,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So now, Rhapsody is Luca Torelli?
Yep. Luca Torelli split off. He
Okay.
and someone else split off from the band.
Right.
So now it's Luca Torelli's Rhapsody, I believe is actually what it's called now. And then the other members, I think, are continuing as Rhapsody of Fire.
Wait, it's called Luca Torelli's Rhapsody?
That's everything I've seen about the album announcement was
Okay.
Luca Torelli's Rhapsody.
See, but at that point, I feel like you might as well just stick to his Luca Torelli, his solo
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, at that point.
But I think that the name Rhapsody is just a more recognizable name.
Right, yeah. They had issues years back, right, with the actual name Rhapsody.
Yeah, which is why they added the of Fire, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, with the split of the band, obviously his side is the musical talent,
Right.
and then the other guys, I want to say it was the singer, bassist, drummer,
Yeah,
went
that sounds
and
about right.
are continuing as something else. But I love Fabio Leone, but Luca Torelli obviously is the backbone of the Rhapsody sound.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So looking forward to that album. So that's, I think, slated for June. Also in March, we have Epica, new Epica album.
That I can't wait for.
Yep, that's been announced for a while, so that's got to be done and in the can, ready to go. Also, again, another one in March. Barren Earth has a new album in March,
Oh, yeah?
which kind of looks really weird, considering the lead singer of Barren Earth is also the lead singer of Swallow the Sun.
Right.
And that's, I think, the most exciting announcement for me is Swallow the Sun's new album comes out on February 1st.
Yeah. That's big.
That's huge. Now, I shocked you before. The name of the album is Emerald Forest and the Blackbird. 10 tracks, including a song called Labyrinth of London, which is now the Horror Part 4.
Oh.
So they're continuing that saga. You were really happy to hear that the lead singer of Trees of Eternity, that side project that is yet to actually release an album,
Yeah.
she's on 2 tracks on the album.
I knew. I just want him to just include her fully. She should just join the band at this point. I think that'd be great.
I agree, but I don't know. Could they make a whole album with songs with her in them all?
Draconian does it.
And we're back.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
I think they could do it. Maybe that could be like a side project. Just doing it, which is basically what Trees of Eternity really kind of was.
Yeah, I wish that would get going.
Yeah. But the other exciting announcement in this whole Swallow the Sun thing, aside from the fact that it's a Swallow the Sun album and we know it's going to be great, very special guest on track number 4 is called Cathedral Walls. Very special guest on that track. Mermaid, who's the guest?
Did you say it was Annette from Nightwish, I believe?
Yeah!
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Let me give you a quote from her on the topic. She said, "When I got to listen to the rough demo of Cathedral Walls, I fell in love with the song immediately, and I was so honored to be asked to sing on this song. The melody and the lyrics are truly beautiful."
Wow.
That's an interesting collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very interesting. So that one's February 1st, and that's obviously, I'm kind of looking way ahead to that. You know, it's a month away, but still. A couple other ones to mention. El Wady, a new album on February 10th. Borknagar, a name I love to say. Lacuna Coil, Dark Adrenaline on January 20th.
Yeah,
now that one...
I'm worried about that.
You haven't heard the first single yet?
No, I didn't listen to it.
You should listen to the single. I just don't know anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, just the direction that they went is... I just feel like they're not...
Well, you liked Shallow Life, though, didn't you?
I don't know, I did, but...
What the hell was that one stupid-ass song on there that you used to play that almost sounded like a techno song?
I don't remember. I really don't remember. But I just feel like they're not metal.
Yeah. They're just kind of female rock now.
Yeah,
they're
which
in the
is
same...
fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's just, I don't know, I wish they would continue on with, like, their old stuff, or, you know, at least... When they first started, like, they represented, like, female-fronted metal bands, you know?
Yep.
Like, this is what it could sound like, you know? And it really, I'm sure it influenced so many, you know, young bands. But now it's, I don't know, it's just kind of leaning towards, like, another Evanescence or something.
Well, you're right. But I think part of the problem is that Christina Scabbia, as you know, you have a picture with her, she's fucking hot.
Yes.
And I think that's part of the problem, is that I think she... became a sex symbol, and it became less about the music they were making and more about, hey, look, this hot chick is doing metal.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Something, you know, that I definitely think we need to ask, and, you know, when we get our next set of interviews ready, if we get some female fronted bands, I think that's a question we need to ask.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
how it feels to be like a sex symbol in the metal world. But anyway, that's January 20th. A piece of news that I was a little surprised by is that Catatonia has a new album coming out this year.
Oh, that's right.
In an interview, Anders Nystrom promised it would be out this year. Said that it's basically written. They're just waiting for their touring to be done so they can record.
It's good that it's written, because that was their problem. The last time they took so long was because they were having writer's block, right?
Yeah, it took them far longer to do Night is the New Day than they anticipated. Which, speaking of which, they were doing, you know, their 20th anniversary shows. They did that whole little side tour when they were touring with Opeth, and the show in Stockholm, Sweden, which I believe is their hometown. They got a bunch of special guests to do the show. They got the Norman brothers, who had just left the band last year. They came back. They're coming back, or came back. I don't remember when the show is or was. But you know who they got to do the show?
Who?
Christer Linder.
Oh, my God.
Apparently he splits time between New York and Sweden.
Really?
So they got him to do the show. They had this list of guests. They were going to have, like, former band members, people they've collaborated with. This guy, Frank Default, who had done a bunch of the remixes that they put on their B-sides. He's actually going to come out and do a song with them on stage, and apparently he doesn't like people looking at him or something, so this is, like, a big deal.
Oh, wow. So I imagine he doesn't ever do live shows or anything like that.
Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of a big thing.
Man, Christer Linder, I remember when we saw him, and that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He's got to do more with the talent that he has. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know he works on his own stuff. I've seen a couple of his own solo projects and stuff like that.
Well, but I mean, the music he makes on his own is more like ambient.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it dance because it's not really dancey.
It's like goth. It's dark.
But it's electronic.
Dark.
It's like electronic.
Right.
Yeah, I would love to see. I mean, fuck it. Now, you know, you're saying if you got Aaliyah to do a whole album with Swallow the Sun, I'd love to see Christer Linder do an album with Catatonia.
Yeah.
Because the song "Departer" is still seeing that song performed live is still one of the highlights of any concert I've been to, and knowing at that point that we were the only ones who got to see it.
Yeah.
It's fucking ballin', son.
Yeah. There's still a couple videos on YouTube, right?
Yeah, but they're all like 30 seconds or a minute. None of them are the whole song.
It's like shitty quality.
Yeah, but it's just enough where, you know, you can kind of... One of the videos, actually, I can say for sure, was taken by someone standing directly behind us.
Oh,
just
yeah.
based on the angle it's shot from.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool. But